We are live. Let me just do my mandatory sound check and everything. Today we're going to be doing some Project Zomboid, which I'm going to be a bit rusty at, for sure. I have not played it in a bit. But I kind of figured that for this one, I'd do a bit of an RP kind of stuff. Not super heavy, but just like the main goal of my character is essentially to find almost like their favorite patient in Louisville, and I believe there's a hospital there. I should probably actually double check that before I go fully into it. Sounds like good volume levels though. Okay, so that's good, but yeah, let me double check that, because that may change the goals actually. I have to imagine that there is, because they're normally pretty good about recreations and stuff. Okay, yeah, there is. Good to know. So that'll kind of be the goal, to try and find them and see if they're still alive. Now, I don't necessarily expect them to be, but that's kind of the goal for this whole playthrough that I'll be doing. And like I said, I'm rusty, so it may end sooner than I'm expecting it to. But it will kind of, I guess at that point we might try again, depending on how quickly it ends. But I've set up just a little build with the nurse preset, and then filled out a few of the traits. And ugh, don't need an echo. And just did a little bit of that from base work. But I might as well start, and I'm gonna go on Survivor because I'm nowhere near as good as a lot of people who do this. We'll be starting at West Point because that's actually the closest one to Louisville. And we'll just go ahead and load that up. So we got short-sighted, smaller view distance, slower visibility, fade. We got Sunday driver, drives very slow. But we did get gymnast, we did pick that up. And then we've got some basic stuff just for being a nurse. We get +2 first aid, +1 light-footed. And so these will be helpful. And I mean, it just works with the RP. That's what I wanted to go for. And I just made a little nurse and a button down. Taylor Chase. We'll be playing as her. And now we wait for the long load time of an initial Project Zomboid run. At least there's good music. But I'm kind of thinking our first goal is, to survive, first off. But ideally, we'd want to be able to hotwire our car, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So we're probably just going to have to search and find. Just get lucky, honestly. And we can always slowly make our way there on foot. That would be a bit of a journey, honestly. And I would probably die doing that journey. But, I mean, we'll try. And we'll spend a little bit of time in West Point, even just for me to get my bearings almost, because like I said, it's been a bit since I played. And I would like not to die at the first, bit of it. And we are actually running no mods this time. There are some real good mods out there for Project Zomboid, but I honestly just did not take the time to set them up for this run, if I'm being honest. I probably would have added in the Brita weapons pack, and then like I think it's like filibuster or something, like used car stuff. But no, that does not happen. So this will be completely vanilla, and I hope that it actually loads up. So just keeping me at the screen. And we'll probably be doing this. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, we could just die right away, and then worst comes to worst, I'll just pivot. And I got Rogue Legacy 2 or Subnautica that I can continue. Subnautica, I definitely screwed myself over with that when I last played. My prawn suit stuck a bit. And Rogue Legacy 2, we're actually at a good point to continue that. And it's just a new, interesting game. Not too many people have seen it all. Honestly, we should be loaded by now, I would think. I'm hoping that's not going to give me troubles as soon as I boot up the stream. That'd be unfortunate. I did do a brush up a few days ago, but that was different playstyle. Just kind of checking out the new foraging system that they have for this. I mean, from what I can tell from my stream preview, it looks like it's still loading. Yep, okay, there we go. Because it doesn't actually show up on my screen, the like click to start thing. It's interesting. But, you know. No, we good, we know the basics. Crouch immediately. So yeah, our skills, decent fitness, decent strength, light-footed, and nimble. We have a bit of those and some bonuses. We have bonuses first aid. Absolutely nothing else. No, not even any weapons or anything. No sneaking, as useful as that would be. Just was not in the cards. Yeah, and we're just a normal weight too, so. Training materials? Oh. Interesting. But we shall do the initial forage of the initial house. The can opener is always nice. Canned beans, canned peas. Honestly, this place is loaded up on some food. Towel, no, I don't need that. Oh, not what I wanted to do, actually. I wanted to... Yeah, there we go. I don't need no zombies peeking in. Run up the light bill. Okay, we got the bathroom. Got some sleeping tablets. Two magazines. Fine. Oh, we got a little playground out there. A book. Ooh, I could actually potentially use that. Target encounter maintenance for commercial pickups and work vans. I don't think we'll be worrying about metalworking at all. I guess for the moment we'll take the newspapers and the magazines. Guess we'll throw on a cap. A trumpet. I guess we'll attach that to the back for the moment. That is our main weapon. I'm also going to remove the curtains. Go ahead and rip up the sheets just to get a bit of those. So far our weapon is a trumpet. That's a unique one. I'm still not used to the mini map over here and just like map in general. I still have not played a ton with this being a part. So we're here. I want to say Louisville is like over here somewhere. We got a ways to go. Always take the duct tape. I won't worry about the jacket for the moment. We're gonna overheat if we do that. Oh, it's a dead person? I'll wear that. Ooh, actually, this is some good stuff. I might wash it off in the next place we go to, but not too shabby. Right, there's one zombie. Fortunately, they don't just disappear when I don't look at them. Alright. Did not need to know about the animal print underpants, but, you know. Ooh, I'll wear the leather jacket. And it is a combat system that you have to kind of get used to again. Riverside map, I guess I'll take. Well, actually, I probably won't be going to Riverside, so I don't need that. Okay, alright. All in all, not a bad haul. Riverside map, I guess I'll read it real quick and then drop it. I don't know if that actually does anything. Well, I'm already over encumbered. Good. I'm such a pack rat in these types of games. Alright, we can get rid of that. Yeah, they just keep coming, don't they? Just sneak in behind them. Good, good. I guess we'll go ahead and deal with this problem. Or not. A butter knife. I don't think we need to worry about picking that one up. Sheet of paper. Adhesive tape, alright. I was wondering if there might be more than one. Nothing and nothing. Go ahead and unlock that. Take the duct tape. Always take the duct tape. Ooh, a comic book. You could actually potentially use a foraging thing. There's the cooking magazine. And we can get rid of the auto one too. Is it Life and Living TV or something? There's one of them that'll give you some stuff. Eat some fresh salami. It's an entire stick. Sure, it's good for the soul. Beer can pop. Take it. We just might have to. I say wait too. Yeah, we're not doing that. We'll go ahead and take that though. And we're getting all the food. I just need to get like a backpack or something. That's all I need at this point. Go ahead and drink some water. Wash all the clothing. I mean, can't just take all this stuff and walk around with it, honestly. That's not gonna work. So get rid of the dog food. Let's read Foraging for Beginners. We got a moment. And I forgot just how long it takes to read a book, too. We're already thirsty again. And we're hungry. I mean, we're doing fine. Okay, now we can get rid of that guy. We can drink a pop. And we can eat some canned sardines. And that takes us below. Nice. We're doing fine, honestly. We need all those crosswords. Really? Okay. Well, prove me wrong, I guess. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go. That's a nope from me, dog. That's also kind of a nope, if we're being honest. Okay. Yeah, I get it, we're hot, but, you know, we'll cool down. Ay, ay, ay. We don't have too many over here. Be as safe a place as any to fight a bit. With my trumpet! And the rest lost interest, I guess. Psst. Hey, you guys. Guess I'll try to... Yep, that's kind of what I thought was going to end up happening. And there goes the trumpet. It's a sad day. Why's that other one didn't get attracted to the sound? Honestly, we should probably just sleep in this house for the day. If we can get in. You know, it makes sense. She's a... Okay. Well... Fuck. We're not sleeping in the house for the day. Okay, okay. This is a problem. Bit of a problem. No point in sneaking for the moment. Okay. We are just gonna go ahead and die here, apparently. I thought that this character had better fitness than that. We do not. So instead, we slowly walk. And maybe at some point we'll get away. Oof, I was hoping this would go better. It did not. I guess maybe we'll hope that all of them were drawn away from this area over here. And I can barely see anything right now. Pretty much need the light from this area. Ah, nope, too many. Okay, we can do some work. Okay. And, things are going great. Just go ahead and bandage that up and, run away again. What's the condition on our knife? Let's go ahead and drop that trumpet. I also just have no idea where I am within West Point right now. That doesn't help at all. Okay, we got that. Let's go like a few houses over. And I am now going to hopefully get in this house. That was fortuitous. Well, we're gonna drink some water. And we're gonna kill this man. At least one of them, please. Well, they got in over there. Alright, duffel bag. Duffel bag. Is there anything good in here? No. Things are not going as planned. Go ahead and transfer some stuff. Just, if I don't look behind, it's not a problem. We're gonna be needing those sleeping tablets, yeah, that's for sure. Everything's fine. Gonna be fine. I cannot see a thing. A goddamn thing. Cat's eyes are a very useful trait. Should have picked that up instead of gymnast. I'm gonna say we have a house over there, but we've also got zombies like everywhere. You know, there's always something to be said about just chilling in the first house that you're in for a moment. That I forget about. How loud was that? Was that loud enough to attract that? Okay. That's some good luck. We are going to immediately go to the bedroom and sleep. But hey, you know, out of all of that, we did get a duffel bag, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm not putting on a sweater. It's hot enough as it is for Taylor. Yeah, let's just sleep. We managed to get away somehow. Nice night terrors. Good, good. Teach us how to make red dough. Okay, we got ourselves a shower. We can wash as well. Got very sweaty during all of that. Tweezers are always useful. In case, you know, I get some broken glass or get shot. That's, well, probably not going to happen, so I don't have the survivors mod on. But that is a thing. There you go, nice and full. Bunch of uncooked stuff in the freezer. A rolling pin. Not bad. Canned tuna. Not a bad place for the moment. However, we still need to find a car. Do we at least get some skills for all that? Kind of. I mean, kind of. Let's see, can I take off the bandage? And I'll go ahead and wash that. Oh, no. No, I don't need to wash the dirty bandage. I guess it technically wasn't dirty yet. That's a nice little change. I think we just keep going. We got a goal we gotta make it towards. That's a few of them. I was gonna say we could try to get a few stealth kills, but it's already not a thing. No, get back down. It's got a wallet. Say, I really appreciate it if you fell down. That one was kind enough to oblige. Should probably switch to shoes, honestly. going to be fighting as much as we already have been. As much as the speed is nice for the sneakers. The condition on that kitchen knife is rough. Not really worth repairing something like a kitchen knife. Oh, okay, off we go. Yeah. I guess we'll hop a fence, maybe? I'd love to find some beta blockers, though, since I'm a nervous wreck. Ugh. Not really the, thing I was hoping to find. Feeling a little sad. Okay. Sometimes I do not understand how this game works. Scratched. That's not good. That could potentially become a problem. We also lost our hat, so, you know, what's the real tragedy here? That guy's just taking a nap. Love to be that carefree right now. Guess we'll get out the rolling pin, because we mean business. Oh, we got an ambulance. Be an area to come back to. Honestly, we just need to find a car and get out of here. I was gonna say this seems a bit more deserted, but no, it doesn't, I guess. Are you feeling a little sad when, you know, been surrounded by zombies? Doesn't that adrenaline keep that sadness away? Isn't that why people are adrenaline junkies somewhat? I feel like that could be a decent attempt. And I am just walking into stuff everywhere I go. Minor pain. Yeah, that's not too bad. Every time I think I'm going to be able to start to get away, there's just more. That's a lot of them. Phew, I have a whole horde following me. Guess I'll do the fence hopping method. See if I can't like break line of sight a bit and do it that way. Now here would be the real great thing if this just opened. Oh, it's a miracle. We're gonna close all the curtains we can. Are you still alive? No? Okay, good. Empty bottle, actually. I have been needing that. Oh. Come on in, bud. Blue electric base. Yeah, I'll attach that on the back. We're just using all instruments, I guess, as our main weapons. Okay. It could have been a lot worse. And we got ourselves a fanny pack. You know, this is turning out to be a pretty fruitful house. And a dead rat? Like, oh. That's lunch and dinner. Yeah. First it was the power of some jazz. I found a trumpet first. Now we got some funk with a blue electric bass. All in all, solid choices. I could also just eat a whole tub of ice cream. Well, maybe hold off and do that as I'm leaving, but... Oh, we got an electronics magazine too. So far, things have been a little rough, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Is that another corpse? No, it's just pants on a bed. I've been fooled by pants. Yeah, feeling a little sad. Oh, I have. Mm, I must take this and use it unwisely. Yeah, you would think my character would not be sad with just the amount of terrifyingness and just anxiety and stress that has probably come with all of this, but no, enough time to be sad even through all that. Really, I just want to find a car, but it seems like every house that I'm able to actually be okay in for a moment. No car. No car. Oh, I'm feeling queasy. That's not a good sign. Um, I may have gotten scratched earlier. You know, it's not a bite, but the fact that I'm queasy and just a nervous wreck does not bode well. Maybe I will eat that tub of ice cream. Let's eat it all. I may not be long for this world. Shoveling an entire tub of ice cream. You know, I think I'm gonna sleep. And not tired enough to sleep yet. We have something for this. I have sleeping tablets. But I may be becoming a zombie. We'll see. I hope not. But from what I remember, I think that Queasy Moodlet may do it. And honestly, we're gonna power through. We're gonna walk through the night unless we can find a car. Oof, that is some funk. Okay. I was kind of hoping that... Okay, well, I mean... You know what? Use the power of funk. And get bitten. Okay, this weapon swings really slowly. I'm really hoping that the fact that that police car has its lights on means that the key is just in the ignition, because I'm risking a lot here. Oh, and he's just standing by it. Oh. We're just gonna do a little ring around the rosy. Okay, okay. Keeping the attention. Good, good. Alright, now we are going to run. Try to get into that cop car. Switch seat first. Nope, okay. It's just the lights that are on. There's no key in it. Oof. Oh, I forgot that I actually have a little chat window showing up on the stream now. Well, that's a plan that I thought was solid. That did not turn out. So we walk for the moment. Don't like the fact that I'm scratched and I'm queasy. That is a car key, but I'm almost positive that it is that car. I guess we're just gonna try and walk towards Louisville. Let's say I have 18 for my carry weight now all of a sudden. Oh no, that's for the duffel bag. Man, what? Okay, you know, it was worth a try. I wasn't expecting it to work. I'm still gonna have to get out now, because there was no key. I would like to have enough time to check the glove compartment for keys. I'm kind of getting swarmed. Nope. No key. No key. Hey. If I was a stronger character with better stuff, I'd just kill the police officers and take their keys if they had them. Don't take that out of context, but... Yeah, I mean, for now, it kind of just seems like walking is the best, that's my only option. It's not... Saying best is being generous. This is, in fact, my only option. We got a bar, maybe some drunk person left their keys in their car. Okay, I took too long. Yeah, that's a no-go. Oh, is this just a dead end? I got enough food and a bit of water. Guess I could just go into the wilderness for a moment. Yeah, that's definitely a headline that you'd see from people who have never actually watched a stream or played a video game, just because sensationalist right there. One of the guys who I watch, I normally don't check out his streams too much, but I watch his YouTube videos called RT Game. He made it on the news for a fair amount of news outlets because in Hitman 3 he took the time to kill the entire populace of one of the cities and stuff it in a meat freezer. Yeah, well, I mean, at that point, whose fault is it for getting influenced, though? Let's be honest. Some random person on the internet probably should not be your role model and the person whose actions you model yourself after. I mean, you do you. It works out for me, but... God, is this... Maybe I can find a car here. Maybe this is where my luck starts to turn around. Disclaimer too, this is a more recent addition to this part of the map, and I have not been here before. So some of the other stuff I kind of knew the basics of. This, nothing, and also the place I was just at, I don't think I ever really played in there any significant amount of time to know locations of stuff. I suppose even if I do get a car here, like, am I gonna be able to get past all these wrecks? Alright, are these still the guys from earlier? Guys, I'm not worth this much effort. Like, I'm flattered and all, but, like, really? Okay. Nice. Granted, I'm not on the hardest difficulty, I'm kind of on the medium one. But that didn't go too bad. What's I do not like that my health is just going crazy. I think I may be infected. So this may be a race to the finish. Oh yeah. Blue electric base condition. Oh, it's fine. Sweet. It's gonna last for a bit then. Okay. We got the key. We got an adhesive bandage and some alcohol wipes. That's nice. But my health is still just going crazy. Really the first time I got scratched? Well, now these things happen. I suppose maybe, could I check the trunk? I doubt that they'd have the key in the trunk though. Like, nothing. Cigarettes. Depending on who you are, that's not nothing. But for this character, it's nothing. You playing something yourself right now, Nick? I'm guessing. Multitasking a little bit. Thanks for tuning in too. Appreciate it. And this character's life may not be long, but you know, maybe it's for the best. Might have to end up sleeping in a car. All the moodlets start coming. Alright, maybe we'll get lucky with one of these, you know, at the end of this blockade of cars. It's gonna be perfect. That's why I didn't get any for the previous ones. That's why. Definitely no other reason. Dismantle car wreck. Welder's mask 1, propane torch 5. Sick. Okay. These bandages, alcohol wipes. I mean, if I ever decide to go there, but I mean, that's not really the goal of this one. Annotated map. There's just something in that house. I won't be going that to Rosewood either, I don't think. So I might as well get rid of the March Ridge map as well. Well, I think that's it for the cars. And my health is still just going crazy. At the very least, it seems like it's slow zombification. You know, silver lining and all that. Just remember, it could always be rapid zombification. And nobody wants that. That one's not covered by insurance as well. Guess we're just on the Odyssey to Louisville. Man, I think it like starts over here. So this will be interesting. And we started like here. That's all we've done so far. Needless to say, I need to find a car. Right hand's probably good now. Nope, still lacerated. Alright. Left upper arm is how I got zombified, I'm pretty sure. I'm depressed. Guess I'll save here for a moment. Read a book. Good old-fashioned book. I had some crosswords, too. Also, I'm kind of thinking that my strength, like my carry... No, that's again. I already figured what that was. Never mind. Dearly depressed. I've read 5 magazines and it's done nothing, so I think that's a side effect of knowing that I'm going to die. Yeah, it's just slowly going down. I'm gonna take a look once I die and see what the percentage chance is for getting zombified by a scratch. But I'm pretty sure that for this difficulty, like medium difficulty, it's pretty low. Well, I'm just that lucky. Oh, we got a hospital gown though. I'm on the right track. Got another magazine. Not that it's really doing much for us. We're kind of just depressed no matter what. Cotton balls, painkillers. We'll wear the surgical gloves as well. Oh, I thought that my base was a zombie for a moment, and I freaked out a little bit. Alright, maybe the ambulance will have the key in it. Does. The engine might be dead. And we're out of fuel. Well, that's looking like a no-go again. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't suppose perchance that this one is, ooh, matches? I will take that. Actually, it probably won't matter, because I'll probably die before I can use them. Nope, no dice on that one either. Despite having both keys in, been drained of gas. And the engine was just all fucked up. So keep walking. How the skills do? Well, okay, fire rescue truck van thing. Got some firefighters too. I think their outfits are actually pretty good for stuff. You might just end up becoming a firefighter for a moment. Yeah, we'll wear that jacket. Wear the pants. He's even got military boots, like getting decked out. Little leather jacket, bloody shoes, jeans. Where did you come from? Another fireman. Oh no, that's this other dude. Don't suppose that your guys' car works, eh? Where is the key though? The dude with the key walk off? Well, you need keys or electrical level 1 and mechanics level 2 to hotwire. God damn it. Well, at least I'll check to see if they got anything useful in the trunk. Nope. Keep walking, man. Yeah, we're zombifying real slowly from what I can tell. Oh, I'm over encumbered. The book, comic book, pretty rag. I was gonna say, it kind of sounds like I have a friend trying to sneak up on me. Oh, there's a few of them. Okay, is there 4 of you basically? Okay, I can do that. It'll still be a bit rough, but I can do it. Alright. We got ourselves a hard hat though now. That's a nice little find. And it's red, so it kind of matches the fireman stuff. The person's getting tired, aren't they? Yikes. Let's go ahead and drop this hot sauce for one. And let's eat a can of sardines. There's not really much point to saving the food at all. We're starting to get back to a little bit more population, maybe? Just you? Nah, it's you two. Yeah, this is not worth it. Gotta keep walking. Into an even larger group. But hey, we have a hard hat now. We're good. Hard hat and fireman's uniform. Man, if I wasn't gonna turn into a zombie, this would be going pretty well. Guess we could go down that path, but I don't think that leads towards Louisville. And we got surgical gloves on. And our protection is solid. Except for apparently there's just a giant hole in the right thigh of these fireman's pants. That's a party over there. One that I don't want to be a part of, so, you know, par for the course sometimes. I'm just gonna keep walking. Probably try to find a house at some point. Sleep and re-up on water. I don't want to die of that before I get to Louisville. I'd rather die in Louisville. Doing what I'm trying to do. Finding my patient. I can't remember. Can you see the condition and stuff? Oh yeah, the condition looked pretty good actually. Yeah, there's just a hole in the right thigh. Well, it's raining now too. Good, good. Pause for 1 second. Right. I suppose it does make for quite a story to just have someone walking all night to get there. Alright, now I just hope that there's not too many zombies on this side. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut that radio off. No, I'll turn it on to emergency broadcast system. None of these things matter since I'm dying. You know, things could be going better. I won't lie. We're honestly fine on food. I was just gonna eat the fresh stuff. Guess we'll just wash all the clothing. Man, this is a nice little house. I would have definitely taken this as a base. So you could just park your car out there, hop over the fence, and then you're good. That'd be a pretty sweet deal. But no. We are slowly dying. Instead. I don't suppose there's a car over there. No, I didn't expect there to be one. Oh, a house key. Just grabbing that out of habit. Let's drink a full thing of milk. Yum. Oh, look at all those VHS. Thanks. Need to close my blinds. Sun is getting me right in the face. What am I even looking for right now? Why am I searching through all this stuff? Well, I'll attach that to my right belt, but... Whoop. There's one of the dangers of fast-forwarding time when you're not 100% sure that you're safe. Let's eat those beans. Yeah, slowly going down. We probably got a few more days. But it's not gonna be a ton of time. Oh, there's more people over here than I thought there would be. I don't see any other cars, so I might as well just go back onto the big road. Not that's a lot safer over here either, apparently. What can I get rid of? What is weighing me down so much? Well, I'm not going to need a book, because I'm just always going to be depressed. Looking forward a moment. Oh, that wasn't enough. The rip sheets in there should do it. Yeah, okay. Not over encumbered anymore. There's a rest area where I could try and look for a car. Maybe I'll do that. And this is making me miss the burglar as a starting class, because you can just hotwire off the bat for that one, and that's real nice. Ooh, there's a fair amount of you there, isn't there? Okay, it's not starting. Not gonna try that truck because it is in a dangerous area. Oh, come on, guys. Oh. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point if I got bit. I just got scratched. Well, I tried to find a car again. No luck. Eventually things are going to start getting bad with the zombification. Suppose I do have a gun, worst comes to worst. But, I mean, I don't really have the skills to use the gun, though, is the one thing. I'd probably just miss all the shots, since I have absolutely nothing in firearms. Trying to do some fast forward walking a little bit, but the game not really letting me. And it is trying to save me, to be fair. There is a lot of zombies along the road. More than I thought there would be. There we go, we're starting to get a long stretch now. Made some progress by doing that. They're apparently thirsty though. I do want to get one of my water bottles out. No, not both of them. Alright guys, just calm down. I think it's gonna be okay. Man, we gotta be getting close. Getting kind of tempted to just take the railroad tracks. I say, am I starting to limp? Because if that's happening, it's game over. Yeah. Let's try again, but I saw them. It's such a far walk. I had just found a car. Oh? This is looking promising. You can imagine we're getting close if there's roadblocks and stuff. Let's eat some canned spaghetti bolognese. On the go. 'Cause I don't have time in my busy lifestyle. I'm too busy running from zombies 24/7. Oh? Okay. So there's probably... Oh, yeah, there's quite a few. I have a feeling that right now is not the best time to be going. And... Oh my, this is just gonna be it's just me dodging the entire time. Oh, there's some porta potties. Definitely gonna have to end up like clearing out an area. Oh, we got the military. If I want to be able to sleep at all. I'm just gonna drop the kitchen knife. Oh god. It better be unlocked. Good, good. That was the quarantine that they tried to set up, I guess. Definitely gonna have to come back here in another playthrough too. 'Cause I'm rushing through so much of it because I'm currently dying. Oh. Oh, we finally got a car right now. This is when we finally get a car. Really? Son of a bitch. Oh, we're definitely going into Louisville. This actually will probably make it so we can get right to the hospital. Sunday driver only lets me go to like 30 miles per hour. That's hilarious. Granted, okay, we still were a bit off of Louisville. So I'm still glad that we got this truck. Because that still would have taken us quite a while. Oh, we're so injured now that we're over encumbered. Gonna have to figure out something. Let's take some pills. Drink a beer while we're driving. Do not try this at home. Got a dirty rag and a beer on the seat next to me. Gonna have to figure out where the hospital is too. Gonna be a journey within itself. Once I actually get to Louisville, and oof, I hope I have enough gas to make it there. Ah, could do with a lie down. You're not really gonna be getting that. Pushing through to the end. We got like 20 minutes left in the stream. Honestly, that's kind of close to your viable life, since you are 100% infected. We're pushing through. We're doing this. This is happening. Eat those canned peas. I can't open it while driving. Fair enough. Man, there's so much stuff up here. They added a ton. Dang. Oof. Whoops. Just gonna keep following the big road. But okay, I need to get going before I get swarmed like that. Oh, I'm running out of gas. Alright, this may not take us at the entire way that we need to go. Can't tell if we're starting to get into Louisville or not. Oh no. Ridiculously tired, and gas just ran out. Well, while this coasts, I'm just gonna take, I think we're like on the city outskirts. Oh god. Alright, let's eat some tuna. Yum yum yum. Eat our problems away. I cannot see anything because of the fog and my severe exhaustion. I don't know, I could see more than I thought, but... just enough time to open that can of tuna. These are apartment buildings, so Yeah, or like townhomes. Oh no. Yeah, this is probably a one-way trip. Even if I wasn't already zombifying. I want to make sure that this isn't in fact a hospital. How big it is. I think it's a, yeah, this is definitely a school. Not a hospital. I'm gonna do something real quick. I figure my character would, in fact, know where the hospital is. I'm gonna see if I can't find that real quick. And then make a beeline for that. Police station and prison. A lot of interesting stuff that I'm trying not to spoil myself on too much. I just want to find the hospital. I am getting worried that I'm in the completely wrong part of town, the hospital. Hospital. Okay. So it's in that general direction. Okay. Yeah, so I was starting to go the wrong way. Oh no, I'm starting to get tired too. That's just gonna be a last stand at the hospital. It's already. I'm almost at half health. Might not even make it to see my patient. Know what happened to him? There's a news network place. And this is a cool addition to the map for sure. There's a mod called Ravenholm, I want to say. It's kind of like this, like similar big city. I think they have taller buildings than they do here, but they've done quite a good job with this from what I can see so far. It's the density of zombies and the density of stuff. Just Real cool. Take some more painkillers. Be fine. Be fine. Don't worry about these magazines. I'm gonna dump them all. Still not enough. Unpack some duct tape. Repair the base. Oh, that's gonna take a moment, isn't it? Alright, it's repaired. What is this area? It's so foggy. I need it to just not be like that. Oh, we need some water too, apparently. I hope that I have enough energy to be able to get over this fence. I think I can actually take a moment to look at the map. Kind of. And not as much time as I was hoping. That pink, maybe the hospital? Oh, fuck it, let's go for it. Not really looking like a hospital. Oh? No, I think we're here. They're gonna go ahead and break that for me. God, the amount that is in there is ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna have to make it up to the second floor. Oh god! Oh god! Well, I made it to the cafeteria. As soon as my stamina runs out, I am screwed. Okay, second floor. Oh god! Okay. Okay. Into the waiting room. Oh, that's it. We were so close. Oh. I'm honestly surprised I made it as far as I did. We made it to the hospital. We were like right outside the door, basically. If they were alive, I don't think we would have been able to get them out either. Damn. Just join the hordes in the hospital now. Yeah. Taylor did not make it. Got so close. Made it through a bunch of zombies inside the hospital, honestly. Alright, now I want to see what the percentage chances of a scratch infecting you for survivor difficulty. Because it was literally the first scratch. Alright, solo, custom. Sure, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Saved presets, survivor. So. Zombie lore. Does it not give me the percentage one? Instant. Yeah, I guess it won't tell me. Ignition. Navigate and use doors. Oh god. Alright, I think I might be able to look it up on like the wiki. Because I'm still very curious about this. Scratch. Okay. If a scratch was caused by a zombie, there's a 7% chance. Oh, lacerations though. I did actually have that, so I did get 2, and that one's a 25% chance. I think the bite is just, yeah, bite's 100%. Okay, so I did have the laceration beforehand. But like, whew. Man, it was still only the second time. The dice were not in my favor for that. Unfortunately, Taylor did not finish her goal. I'll have to decide if tomorrow I want to do another random goal. I could even just have like a fireman or something go into the firehouse in Louisville, or a police officer responding to a disturbance in there or something. But we'll see. I might also be going back to Rogue Legacy too for tomorrow night, just because it's a bit easier, less setup and such. But thanks for joining me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the stuff a bit. And I'll be back on tomorrow night, 6 to 8. And feel free to join me then. All right. Good night.